Hello, I am Berdish and this is Epic Tabletop, when we strive to give you the best hobby experience. Now, today we go back to Renaissance, to my Swiss army. I will show you what have I done, what additional troops I managed to finish, and also will show you what is on my workbench currently, because obviously this is not all that it's going to be added to this army. So, without further ado, let's go and take a look.
Please remember that if you are interested in a particular part of the material, you can use progress bar and timestamps visible there to jump to any video chapter that you desire. Also, if you like what you see and hear, please remember to subscribe. It costs only a few seconds of your time and means a world to me.
Last time we visited my Swiss Renaissance army, it consisted of 2 pike squares, which in reality of basic impetus game translates to 4 units of pike, 1 light cavalry of mounted crossbows, unit of supporting knights from Milan, and 2 skirmishers with crossbows to screen my pike squares. So, what is new and what is yet to come? First of all, I finished base/tray for the mentioned mounted crossbowmen, so they can fit with the rest of the army. Other small addition is, again, base/tray for a unit of arquebusiers. It is made in a similar fashion as previous 2 skirmishing units, so there is a guy in the middle waving unit's pennon. Miniature is 3D print from War Steel range, and a small banner was designed and printed by me. The arquebusiers themselves were printed and painted some time ago. Now they can simply fit with the rest of the army. Slightly bigger addition are 2 units of halberds. These were actually not made from scratch. I mean, miniatures I had already. Some of them were painted a bit, if I may say so. I left them on single bases as they were, since it didn't matter all that much. After printing and finishing trays for them, I think they fit with the rest pretty well. Minis are plastics from Warlord and Perry kitbushed together. Some halberds, those that are being carried over the shoulder, are metal. These were available in plastic Warlord sets, so you can make your pikemen into halberdiers. Trays are rather simple, with just one addition of some poor chap who didn't make it. The biggest thing I have finished is another unit of pikes. It has the same style, movement tray of course. 2 minis on it are 3D prints from War Steel again. The guy with the arquebus has a metal head from Perry's set of Swiss heads. There are 2 scenic bases to be placed in front of the unit in order to allow easy lineup against other units with level pikes, but it is also a nice touch, I think, that adds to the flavor. 1 base is with some fallen Landsknecht and another with trampled French banner. This, of course, can be easily exchanged if my army will fight someone other than the French, like Spanish, Imperial, Italian, you get the idea. Pikemen themselves are a mixed bag again. Front bases consist of metal Paris miniatures and some 3D prints from War Steel. All pikes, by the way, are from broomsticks with 3D printed pike heads. Middle bases are pretty much made of Warlord metal Landsknecht, with the exception of 1 Perry mini and 1 Wargames Foundry. The back rows are all plastics from kitbushed Paris and Warlord sets. And the whole unit looks like this. I did manage to finish one more thing still. It is a commander base with some flavor to it. This piece is rather aimed at games older than basic impetus. Size-wise, it is ready for sword point, but it will do just as well in Furioso. The guy in charge is loosely based on Ulrich von Hohensax, who was, unusually for Swiss, appointed commander-in-chief around 1512 for what later became known as Pavia expedition. The guy with banner is a mini from Wargames Foundry, and the adorable bear with its handler are metals from Perry Miniatures. Now, when it comes to what is on my Renaissance workbench, I have this unit of crossbows. These were painted long time ago. They still hold up okay, so recently I rebased them, and with finished bases they will be ready to serve. I'm also painting this fellow, who is destined to be my cavalry leader. Again, it is rather aimed at games like Swordpoint and Furioso. Last thing are mounted arquebusiers like this individual. There will be 6 of them, or maybe 8, if I want them to take part in Nevermind the Billhooks Deluxe Edition. Well, we'll see. With the added troops, the army looks much better now as a whole. It got bigger and more formidable looking. Okay, now, I have promised some Renaissance battle reports. It will happen, just, well, the first system I wanted to cover was, well, obviously Basic Impetus. We've played some, and it didn't work out. I mean, we didn't like the game. It doesn't mean I don't like Basic Impetus. I played multiple games in Ancient Period, and the game and its mechanics worked pretty well, making the whole experience enjoyable. I can't say the same for Renaissance Period. Some of our conclusions were that artillery was pretty much useless, knights' uses were very limited since they are pretty slow and easy to be deprived of impetus, thus limiting their offensive uses. On the other hand, skirmishers feel rather strong with their ability to cause disorder and permanent damage if disorder was already there. I know this is normal in Basic Impetus, but in this game of pike versus knight versus artillery, didn't feel correct. So I will not be making battle reports from Basic Impetus Renaissance games. Just don't want to waste all those long hours to put such material together from a gaming session that I will not enjoy all that much. But we also tried a game called Furioso, and we liked it very much. So you will be seeing battle report from this system, and afterwards we'll see what comes next. With this positive note, I leave you. I surely would welcome your thoughts in comments about Basic Impotence. Have you played it in the Renaissance period? Did you like it? Would you like to actually see battle reports from rather less known system like Furioso? What do you think about my growing army, or any other thoughts or questions you might have? I will answer them all. For now, I bid you farewell. Till next time. Cheers.